but it's during daylight hours. So,
but I think on
the
marinas, don't they have signs and stuff that say like boardwalk hours of operation or
they don't
of use or anything?
They don't.
I mean, just like the park does.
The park does. The park also has gates that close at dark. Right?
Exactly.
There's no gates down here. There's nothing that's posted down here. But I'm just telling you, this is exactly why I'm down here talking to you.
Okay.
Okay? So it's kind of an educational piece.
So you're saying people can't use this when it's dark out?
It's closed at dark, is what I'm telling you.
The sidewalk?
Yeah.
Okay.
This property.
All right.
Yeah. What's your first name, man? Can we start
Yeah,
over again?
my first name's Jason.
Jason, my name is Leo.
Nice to meet you, Leo.
Can we just start over again?
No,
I think we got off to a bad start. My point in coming down here is not to jack you up. It's not to give you a bad time. My point behind coming down here, and what my job is to let people know what the rules are, right? Kind of let people know where port property is and where it's not. Okay. And let you know when it's time to go.
Yeah, I've looked on the map and stuff and seen there's this port property. So I mean, I thought it's public property. I thought, like.
Well, the Port of Kalama though is a private. While it's a quasi-government agency, it's a port. The port is privately held. So it's kind of a government body, but it's not a public agency.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yeah. I do understand that, but I understand easement also, and I understand that when there's a sidewalk, people can walk on it. There's nothing, if this is port property or not, this would be easement. Utilities are here, the sidewalk's here. You can't close the sidewalk.
Well, but the easement is on this side of the sidewalk, though. How about that?
The sidewalk's considered easement, public access.
So how do you figure?
It's public access.
That's not entirely true because the roads in the port are all private property as well.
I'll go ahead and leave, but I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look into it and find out that say that
you can look it up.
If the sidewalk is public access, then you kicking me out of here would be completely unlawful.
Well, that's not true because where you're at right now is private property.
Where I'm at right now, there's a stop sign right there. Does it have the county sticker on the back of it?
My point is, right, is that there's a lot of stuff, like there's roads all throughout the port. All those roads are private property, though. They're privately maintained.
If they're restricted access, you can't allow people. You can't pick and choose who you want to allow on them.
Well, yeah, they can because it's a business. So if we say if there's a road and it's a privately held road and it's privately maintained, and then they say all the businesses along this road that lease property from us have access to this road 24 hours a day, but we're going to block the road, say with a train. You can't just block a road with a train that's public road. But those are private roads down there, and they block them with trains all the time because it's a private road, and they can do whatever they want.
And maybe so, but I don't think we're talking about a private road here. We're talking about a public access. I'm not talking about it. No, I'm not talking about a private road. Right. But I'm giving you an example, and this is private property. But my point behind telling you that is that it's private property that can easily be mistaken as public property, just like the roads. That's my point. Those roads are private roads, even though people look at them and all they see is a public road. It's not necessarily a public road. Okay. Just like when you're saying that this is public access or public easement, it's not necessarily, it's private property. But it is open to the public, but there's hours of operation. Does that make sense? Okay, I'll look into that for sure.
Okay.
That totally makes sense.